Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW, and Arena is on this weekend, but it's the third weekend in a row that I've got my little boy with me, so I haven't got time to play everything, but I'm managing to throw in a few games here and there, including a couple tonight, including this one, just kidding around. We're out in the Tier 6 premium American destroyer, the Kid, and I'm running Vincent Modoff with I think he's 16.3, and I've got Eric Bay at 16.4 and Sims at 16.3 to give me some hit points, a little bit of stealth, and a little bit of gun reload. But we're a destroyer heavy match here, three full opposing teams. For some reason there's been a lot of sort of one ship teams and two ships teams over yesterday and today in the games that I've managed to get into. And looking at the destroyers, there's a lot of torpedo boats out there. There's a couple of gunboats, but I'm quite confident, or I'm getting more confident, should I say, in handling the Kid as a gunboat. And when there's a lot of destroyers here that are torpedo boats, I'm a little bit more confident. I know the IGN HE hits quite hard, but I have a volume of fire. There are a couple of Yorks out there, and that's not a nice cruiser to be on the receiving end of, but I'm sure we can squeeze a few volleys on. In between his reloads, we do get the guy spotted, and we're going to continue pushing in towards this booster, but that York is heading for that reload booster, and I don't want him going there. But I imagine he's going to turn. We get another target spot. It's a DD. It's just over 5.5 Ks. So we are going to go all guns on that while turning out. We get a fire straight away. He's got no option but to damage control. We get another fire on. That's pretty much going to be the end of him, to be honest. We avoid his torpedoes. We take first blood. We drop in that smoke, but now we're going to use that smoke because the York is firing his guns. Don't have sonar on this, so I don't really want to sit in the smoke. There is another destroyer out there somewhere, and he's going to prove to be a little bit of a thorn in the side, but that York is just spamming at something, and I have no idea what. I do ping the map for our Fiji to pick up that reload booster, because certainly with the Kid it is very, very useful the faster your guns can reload. We got 5 guns here. I think the 127 mils. We're not doing a massive amount of damage. I think it's a maximum HE damage of 1800 per shell, but we know what RNG is like. It's not going to give you that full 1800 every time, certainly not when you've got 5 guns blazing. But the York appears to be the closest target. There is a pink destroyer by the looks of it on A cap. No, sorry, it's a red destroyer. There is the other destroyer out there. I'm now behind the rock, so I'm not in a position to fire on him. The York is still burning. I'll apologise for my phone beeping in my pocket, and I shall put myself on silent. So we're looking for where this York is. We're out of detection range for him, but he's on fire, he's burning. I think there's only me can get shots on him, but I think our other destroyer has got himself spotted. Yeah, he's gunning for a kill. But we lose the Benson, who was obviously playing at being a dope at a smoke. I did look at his stats. He's only got 300 and something hours played, so he probably hasn't learned yet that smoke screens are a torpedo magnet, but he does pick himself up a flesh wound by taking out the York. I'm sure we would have picked that kill up, and it would have been nice to have picked that kill up, to be honest, as you'll see later in the game. Alright, pink team are down to 1 ship. It's a Japanese destroyer. Here come some torpedoes. I got a little bit lucky there. Slow down just enough to squeeze through those. Our Fiji is hugging islands as he sails round. It's a bit of a tin can, the Fiji, isn't it? The last thing he wants to be doing is taking a broadside. The first thing he needs to be doing that close to the cap is running his sonar. Because if there's things on cap, then he's going to be watching out for torpedoes. But he's not going to learn that lesson unless his sonar was on cooldown. And again, we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm pushing in on the cap. It looks like my closest target is in the edge of that smoke screen. There's two smoke screens there, so I'm thinking there's two destroyers. My target switches right, so I'm going to turn into this. There it is. It's the last pink Akatsuki, and I'm going to start spamming on him. I'm not sure if our Fiji can get shots on, or if our Fiji is wanting to stay hidden. There we go. Fiji has got shots. There we go. I'm trying to gauge where he's going. He's running out from distance. He's probably engaged his engine boost. But there we go. He's taken some shots. And we swing round. And there is a terrible. Surely our Fiji has seen that. That terrible has nosed into the island. There is only one thing coming out of this with that terrible the way he is. And there they go. Two full salvos of torpedoes. The Fiji gets some shots on, but it's a dev strike and he's out of here. So I'm spotted by at least two destroyers, the terrible behind me, and I think it was an Akatsuki that is out on my bow now. So may as well try and get a few more shots on. No torpedoes, but now let's not fire. Let's drop detection. We'll wait till we've dropped detection. Then we'll repair our engine and we'll turn in the opposite direction to where we were going, because we aren't located. There is something closer to that terrible. And I think here he is thinking about coming out for me, but he's taken fire from his left side and turns back into that. That gives me the opportunity to get my guns on, because he's going to have to bow tank that ship that's in front of him. And here we go. Let's start volleying those shots. It's hard to judge these floaty shots at this range, but I keep getting this feeling that I'm going to be denied a kill any second. We start ripple firing. He's almost at maximum range. We can't get the hits on him, so we're just going to cease fire. There is a York there. I don't want to be close to the York. I'm on my own. Pink team, he's on his own. He's low health. Red team have got two destroyers. The terrible, who's half health, and there's also a Mayan out there who I haven't seen at all yet, so I have no idea what his health is like. The York is pretty low health. He appears to be burning as well. I'm going to engine boost, get into this cap. The York is going to contest it because he doesn't want to just give it up that easy to Red team. There are some cap resets to be had here, and cap resets are always worth a lot of XP. If you get a battleship sat in the middle of the cap and you can use cover or smoke and somebody else spots and you can farm them for cap resets before winning the game, if you win the game, that is a great way to boost your XP. I did manage to play 10 games yesterday, and I had some good wins. Some which I had to save the win quite substantially. But today's been a bit of a mixed bag because I'm playing solo, and I've not got a team to talk to communicate with, and I'm trying to guess what everybody else is doing. But Mars gets himself spotted. He's about 60% health. Let's try and do something about that. There's a cap reset. Let's keep going. He's popped a smoke. I have no doubt that he is going to run his sonar. So we get the torpedoes into that smoke screen. We know he's going to back up, and I think I fluffed that shot a little bit because I'm sure he's going to reverse further than where those torpedoes are going. And the kid only has one set of torpedoes, so it's a very, very long wait for another set. I'm debating pushing this guy here. I'm thinking, has he got a sonar available? Is he on cooldown? What am I going to have to sacrifice to get in here? I'm thinking that he's going to put torpedoes out. I am located. I'm the closest target to him. I'm thinking, do I run him down and try and take him on? But there we go. I am spotted. I'm detected, but it's not the Mayan. It is the Akatsuki. The Mayan has been waiting for this guy to spot me, I think. But we get guns on him, we take him out, and there we go. The Mayan sonar is up, but it very thankfully picks up those torpedoes ahead of me and allows me to outturn them. I'm stuck on sonar. I'm going to blind fire this smoke on the corner, see if I can get some hits on, and then I'm going to push behind the rock. I know that I'm still on sonar. I know that there is still another destroyer out there somewhere. Those shots have been volleyed across the top. But we are going to play the waiting game, because his sonar does not last forever. I'm now contesting the cap. The Le Terrible, I think, is holding all the cap points now, because I've reset the capture points on the Mayan. Was it a Mayan or a Mars? I can't remember now. But there we go. His sonar is down. I'm going to have a look at pushing out around this rock. The Le Terrible comes into view. We're going to go guns on him. We're going to play with a throttle. There's the cap reset, and there is the salvo that takes him out. Torpedoes are going to be coming. The last destroyer knows exactly where I am. We haven't done a huge amount of damage. It's 39,000 damage, but with a lot of DDs in the game, you can't expect a huge, massive record-breaking damage score. But we are now going to push. There's the little Terrible's torpedoes. We nicely avoid those, and what I'm going to do here is I want to angle so that I'm moving out from this corner very, very gradually, because I really do think that he knows exactly where I am, and he is going to be angled to put a full salvo of torpedoes out at me and then gut his engines round the other side of the rock. We get him spotted. He's facing away from me. There's the cap reset. I am not going to give up on this one. He is going to have to gun it and turn to get his guns or his torpedoes on, but I'm not going to give up on this one. And RNG just seems to not want to play for me for these last few salvos, but here we go. Job done. And that, my friends, is a solo warrior with 4 kills. Now, if you remember that York that we were gunning down at the start, and Mr. Benson slapped him with his torpedoes, yeah, that could have been a cracking match, which I would have enjoyed very much. 45k, 4 kills, 130 gun hits, not a single torpedo hit. 4 fires, 6 cap resets, solo warrior, and first blood. 3480 base XP, absolutely trouncing the majority of everybody that was in that game. GG to the Mars on Bravo team for breaking 2k in a defeat. Bravo team played solidly well there. I drop a cool 500,000 credits after service and costs as well, which is always nice to have in the bank. I really do hope you've enjoyed watching that one. If you have, I've got a few more games to put up over the weekend. Hang around, click one of these links, and if you haven't already done so, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care and goodbye.